Hey, good morning all. We had a nice rain here early this morning. Buddy Mike, he's coming to pick up the Oliver, and I'm just kind of doing a little kind of Oliver trivia on some cool options they had, I think, anyhow. And I ain't no Oliver expert. I've worked around them, ran them, but I never don't know a lot about them, still learning. And they were actually pretty daggone progressive, should say ahead of their times, on a lot of these options. This is a 1800, and I want to say it's like it's mid 60s, maybe late 60s. It's somewhere in that era. But you got your high and low 2-speed. That was hydraulic. That was kind of cutting edge for that time. Nice option. I really like the park brake system. Those tangs there really tie in good, and all you got to do, you just snap your pedal down, it pops right off. That's, tractors over 50 years old. That just works like new. They also had, this is where I'm totally blindsided. I did not realize this until Buddy Mike brought me this tractor. This is wiring that's coming off your hydraulic levers. It goes inside your hydraulic housing here, and that was called they called it Hydroelectric, and I guess it's a semi-complex system. Inside you got I believe solenoids inside the unit. This has all been, there's part of it too where it's coming out of the top. That's all been disconnected. Something evidently went wrong with it. But I guess that was for, and then you had an Oliver cylinder that was set up this way with the electric hookups on it. And from what I understand, you set your depth control or how high something would raise, and it would automatically kick the lever off. I mean, that's pretty cool for a tractor that time period. And Buddy Doc Zarzi up in Monticello, Indiana, or Reynolds, I should say, I was questioning what in the heck that bracket is, and he said that is you hung your cylinders on that when you're changing implements. And I kind of remember my grandpa doing this. I think he'd bought a Ford tractor. Well, a Ford hydraulic cylinder came with it, and when you got done with the disc, you would take the Ford cylinder off, and then you might put it on the moldboard plow. If you had a semi-mount plow, you just take that cylinder with you. I kind of remember some of that. But that was just you just hung your cylinder there when you went to your next implement. It was back in the day where you just bought the cylinder and just kept changing it. And this is something else that always puzzled me. I don't know if the camera will show it or not, but I'd walk up to the back of one of these Olivers, or to the side, and they would appear to like be sitting low in the back, but they're actually not. You look at the deck, and it's got a pretty good slope backward. Well, the tractor's, I can't see the tractor's sitting level. And the frame rails are sitting dead level. You get back here to your deck, it's a good 1.5 inch drop in 2 feet. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, that was for operator comfort. And when you get up and sit on the seat, it actually does feel comfortable to kind of have your feet rock back. When a guy's kicking back in a chair, you usually rock your feet back, and I don't know if anybody else can chime in on that or not, because I mean that is purposely done. You can plainly see it. That's taller here, and to me it does feel more comfortable to sit on that deck with it rocked back a little bit. You know, some engineer was really thinking on that. That was simple to do. So just kind of some things I noticed on it. Pretty neat old rigs for their time, and for this time. This is had some pretty good ideas. Well, folks, we'll catch you later.